Hello, hello, dear people. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Make America Think Again with Shauna Vaughn or Car Conversations. If you're joining me here on YouTube, thank you and welcome to everyone. Please hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe and share the videos because we want to bring more people to the page. Okay, so I want to talk about, let's have an icy update. It's long overdue. They've been busy. Let's have an icy update. Okay. So, first of all, I want to say to you that a lot of this is one big reality show, one big scary reality show. They want to, again, I'm going to repeat myself, they want to scare us into submission. Are people being taken, locked up in detention centers, and deported? Yes, that is happening. But let me tell you what else is happening. There are a lot of Americans that are also being snatched up, detained, and released wherever they are, whether that's on the streets or out of a detention center. They are basically terrorizing people to record and film and also exude this show of force when it's all a farce. When it's all a farce. Now, do they want to get to a point where they can deport some Americans? Yeah, I think so, especially Black Americans. I believe so. I've told y'all this. I started telling y'all this last year when Black people, oh no, we're tired, we're taking a rest, we're taking a nap, Black joy, and everybody had the fans and was dancing all over the place. I get it. It was exhausting. Last year was exhausting. The election, although I was exhausted too. I get it. But I kept telling you, they were not going to stop with Latinos. I told you that. They were not going to stop. And what have we seen in Chicago? They started going after Black people. They already tried the Haitian community in New York, and they got ran the fuck out. Okay, so that happened. But also in Chicago, they tried again as well. So we saw they descended on an apartment building in Chicago. They had the Black Hawk helicopters, and dropped these people down onto the ground, and then they came in and just ransacked apartments, dragged people out, dragged children out, children that were, in pajamas or half dressed in the cold, zip tied them, put them in the back of U-Haul trucks. Children, babies, just to terrorize them, and also to film it so they can use it as propaganda. And to this date, we know that around or approximately 170 Americans have been detained by the IC folks. 170 Americans. One of which I even heard was a Caucasian cop, off-duty cop that was protesting and got detained by ICE. I just heard about that a couple of days ago. And 20 out of that 170 are children. So you had that happen in Chicago with the apartment building. I saw a story about an older gentleman. His name is Luther. Don Lemon did a story on this man. He lives alone in his apartment, middle of the night. They come banging on the door. Or did they bang or knock down the door? Came in, hey, you got to go with us, come with us. And he's like, wait, I'm an American. I got all my stuff. And he just happened to have all his stuff together because the next day, I believe he said he was going to the Social Security office. So he had his ID. He had, all his credentials, birth certificate, all that in the backpack. He said, look, I got all the information in my backpack. We don't give a fuck. You coming with us anyway. Took him, threw him in the back of a U-Haul van, he said, with about 30 to 40 other people. Nobody has a seatbelt. Nobody has anywhere to sit. So they just kind of, because they're squished in there together, they managed to balance each other, taken to a detention center, he said, where he was housed in a big ass room with another, again, 40 to 50 people, one toilet with no toilet seat, no privacy, no nothing. And then after hours, he's just released, released into the streets, didn't know where he was, didn't have any idea how he was, where's the next bus, public transportation, none of that. Just go and get home however you can. And this man is in his 60s. Now, I don't know if he has family or whatever, but he was living alone. So if something would have happened to him, would anybody have known? Would anybody have checked? So we saw the story of Luther happen. Also, another young man, I saw this, they went in and was chasing people through a Walgreens. And then what is his name? Warren King, 19 years old, Warren King, young Black man. Have him on the ground outside of the Walgreens while he and his sister-in-law are yelling, he's an American citizen. He's an American citizen. They still detain him. There's another story of a young man named Angel. Angel's literally just walking down the street. He says that he sees this, kind of unmarked, suspicious car. They're driving slowly. They drive past him. Then they circle back and he's kind of like, oh shit, what's going to happen? They come back. They start questioning him. Then they throw him in the car, detain him for hours, and then just let him go. So this is just terrorizing people. That's what they're doing. They are setting up, they're just terrorizing people, not only for this propaganda machine that they're trying to get together, because they always have a cameraman. If you pay attention to these videos, they always have a camera person somewhere around that's filming all of this. And then also just for people that are around and in that area, and just them seeing all of this unfold, it's traumatic. It's traumatizing. And that is their intention, again, to scare us into submission. That is why it is it's imperative that we continue to resist and not comply. No matter what the ask is, resist and do not comply. If you are an American citizen, there's no reason for them to even be talking to you. No reason for them to even be having a conversation with you. So I also want to add this. I also want to add this in here while I'm talking about specifically the icy folks. I want to talk just a message. I want to talk directly to the Black and brown people that I'm seeing involved with this kidnapping rogue militia. Please understand that you will never be welcome back into our community. Maybe your mama, maybe your mother, maybe your wife, I don't know. But the broad community of Black and brown folks, you will never be welcome to the cookout again. You will never be invited to the family reunion again. Don't even try to move in next to me. And I know that about the things that you have done. Things will not go back to normal after this. There's no going back to normal after this. So I suggest that you really hold on to those bonuses and you start your exit plan. Because America, for you, Black and brown, masked kidnappers out there, America for you will be forever changed once this is all over. You will not be welcomed. You will not be welcomed. Mark my words, you will not be welcomed back into your community. I don't give a fuck what you say. And don't give us this broke bullshit. There's a lot of Black and brown people who are broke and living paycheck to paycheck. And they have morals and they have values And there's no way in hell that they would stoop to kidnapping their own people. I had to get that off my chest. I had to. So they're creating these promo videos and it's propaganda videos. They're showing it out there and putting it on the White House websites, etc. A lot of this is about terrorizing, trauma. It's about scaring us into submission. And that is why I believe that these big, huge No Kings protests, all of these protests where more and more community is coming together um, to, to stand together, to get people out of their houses, to get people out of their fear, to get them around community, and for us to see and know that, hey, you're thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. You're feeling the same way that I'm feeling in this moment. And also, we have to show this administration that we are aware of our power. Not only are we discovering and becoming more and more aware of our power, our collective power, but we are galvanizing that power. We are coming together. And that is why I believe these huge protests, No Kings protests, are so important for not only us, but also them in the White House and in DC. And all those Republicans that are refusing to come to work right now and keeping the government shut down. It's important for them to see they are outnumbered and the people are getting more and more pissed off. And eventually, y'all know. If you know, you know.